Are we on?
We are on.
We are on.
You're on.
We are on. Yes, sir. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Life with NAZ Quarantining in Corona. This is our 16th episode. How are you, Lonnie Pelly and Jay Stilton? I can count on you guys being here with us. Thank you for joining us. I always feel great when I see you guys because it makes us laugh more and it makes us, I don't have to be funny all the time. I can count on you people. So, so come on in. Let's see who else is joining us right now. Okay, Lonnie and Jay. Hello, Jay. How are you? All right. Let's see. Happy Friday, and it's been. Let's see who else. Amy. Amy, thank you for joining us. Come on in, people. Let's have fun. Another hour of laughter and encouragement. Hello from Highland, California, Amy. Good to see you guys. And Jay is in Hemet, I think, and Lonnie is in Fresno. Let's see who else joined us. John Iscarius joined us. John and Jane Seasmore, thank you for joining us. How are you? Come on in. Michael Ramirez. Alrighty, Beth and Art, hello. All right. Hi, Dad. Who's your dad, Lonnie? Is your dad here? Okay. Ricardo Shapiro. Shapiro, welcome. If you guys are new to this, your first time, I would love for you to let us know what city and state and what do you do for work, just to see if anybody in our community can be a blessing to you. And let's see. Oh, Lonnie Pelly, your dad William is here. Is he on the thing? Bill Bracken, how are you, Bill? Good to see you guys. Anybody celebrating anything this week? Today, tomorrow, this weekend? A birthday, anniversary, anything we can celebrate with you? Linda, thank you for joining us again. I love this. This is family. I'm looking forward to see you guys. I mean, to hear you or to read your notes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know. Did you guys feel the earthquake? If you live in California, did you feel the earthquake? I did not. I did not. Okay, Ricardo is Rancho Cucamonga. That's awesome. Rancho Cucamonga is about 20 minutes from Corona and about an hour from LA. Bill, fee. Okay, feeding the need at Braxton Kitchen. Okay, that's awesome. I am a door dasher, Amy. Okay, today is my grandson Rex's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Rex. And Linda, yes, I did not feel it in Azusa. I didn't feel it. I did not feel it. I was like I told you guys yesterday. We went to, to went down to TBN, me and my son, and we did a comedy performance to the crew, the camera crew, and what the director and the other people, and they were all standing apart from one another, and they were laughing, so that made it a lot easier for us. Actually, my son did a better job tonight. That they decided, I think they're gonna go with his bit, and because his comedy was very relatable to the younger audience, and so during the earthquakes, cows made milkshake. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I was driving, and it's hard to feel it when you're driving. But yeah, someone, it's funny. We hear about earthquakes in California from my wife's relatives in Baltimore. They hear the news. They call her. Are you guys okay? We go from the coronavirus. They go earthquake. Like pff, earthquakes don't bother. Who's even worried about the earthquakes anymore? We're all here with the coronavirus has ruined it for every other disaster, for every other event. You can't get excited about anything right now. It's just the coronavirus taking. If you're a celebrity, don't die right now because nobody is gonna care at this point. I know Bill Withers died today. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, right? Well, he's gone now, so they're both gone. So there really ain't no sunshine. Yes, you felt it. I was baking cookies and the quiet slammed my oven door. Oh, okay, first time watching. Oh, William, Billy, Dad. Lonnie's dad. Thank you so much. You have a funny son. And you're here in Hanford. I've been to Hanford. I did an event in Hanford. I think there's a college right there. Shake and bake. That's a good one. Shake and bake. If you, oh, this is funny. Well, yesterday I asked you the question, and if you're new, you can still join us. It was a recap. Yesterday I asked the question: what song best describes your shelter-in-place experience? What song best describes your shelter-in-place experience? Well, Christian MT said "Can't Touch This" by MC Hammer. From a distance, Eminem, you only get one shot. Will you take it? This is what I came up with personally. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Every Breath You Take, The Police. Gimme Shelter, The Rolling Stones. I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor, and also Amy came up with that. Sweet Home Alabama, Leonard Skinner. Alice Cooper, School's Out. Al Green, Tired of Being Alone. And then, this is what you guys came up with: The Beatles, Get Back by Chris. Only You by Amy. Living on a Prayer by Stephanie. Staying Alive by Lori. All by Myself by Lonnie Pelly. Don't Stand Too Close to Me. The Beatles, I Don't Want to Hold Your Hand by Michael Ramirez. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town by Jay. Stuck on You, Lionel Richie by Chris. SOS by ABBA by Yusuf. Crazy by Patsy Cline by Shonda. And Night Fever by the Bee Gees by Maha. So you guys were really bringing them on last night with that funny one. Let's see. I Don't Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. That's right. Okay, so are you guys ready for? Well, let me tell you something. Yesterday I was asking you guys that Keto, welcome.
Can you open my salsa?
Can I open your salsa? I'm still being a father, ladies and gentlemen, so I have to. Ah, yes.
Thank you.
You know what? This is the biggest challenge for a father because if you can't open, or a husband, if you can't open it, your kids will think or your wife think you're not strong. But you know what? I would die before I would let it go. I will open. I will do anything. I will tear my muscles to open
Can
it.
I have the salsa now?
Can you have the salsa now? This is called La Costina. In Espanol, it means the coast, which is still forbidden to walk on the coast, but you're allowed to eat the salsa. And it says green salsa. Verde salsa. E tomatilla la sosa. I hope you enjoy it. It's expired,
Wait.
but we still eat it because of the coronavirus. Because
no,
of the,
it expires on March 8th,
I don't care.
2021.
Anything expired, we're gonna finish it. We're not. We're not. Hey, until we expire, nothing is gonna expire right now. So anyway, I was telling you guys. Uh, I was telling you about listening to other people, giving time to people to listen to them. Just when they're lonely, they need that feeling. But then I have to tell you this story. This is a true story. It happened to me. I was in Texas doing a show, and I think I went to a rodeo. And yes, I did. And I bought jeans at the rodeo. And I came home. It's cowboy jeans. And nobody told me, and Kido, you gotta jump in because you're a cowboy. Nobody told me that you need to wash them before you wear them. Nobody told me. I'm not from this country. So I wore the jeans. And what was the event I wore them for? It was a friend of mine that I led to Christ and I baptized was asking me for some counsel. He was having an issues with his wife. So he asked me to meet him at Starbucks. By the time I drove to Starbucks, my thighs were burning. I think I had a rash. I should have washed the jeans. And I was sweating. So I'm sitting next to him and he's like, man, I'm really having a problem with my wife. I don't know how to do. And I'm like, oh, I know. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. What? And he's like, and he's sharing with me. I'm like, oh no, you should have never said that. Oh, I'm feel for you. And he's like, Naz, thank you for being so empathetic. You really were listening to me. I was burning. So next time you need someone is needing you to listen, or if you're a husband that your wife said, you don't listen to me when I'm talking to you, you know, you're not even feeling, this is what you do. You either go buy some cowboy jeans and wear them without before washing, or take some Clorox wipes and rub your thighs with them before you talk to her. Within 2 minutes, you're gonna start burning, and she's gonna think you're really sympathizing. That's my that's my that's my counseling for you today. If you learn from experience. So, you guys, let's see. I have something for you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready now for this next question that I have for you? What are some of your shelter in place 10 commandments? This is comes from Chris Rossetti. What are some of your shelter in place 10 commandments? Now that you've been home, they say what, 22 days we've been sheltering? I don't know. Uh, what are Carmela? Thank you for joining us. What are your shelter in place 10 commandments? Let me know. Let's see. Here's some I came up with. J- Thou shalt not use more than 3 sheets of toilet paper. Thou shalt not choose the Netflix movie every night. Thou shalt not covet other people's cleaning supplies. Thou shalt not touch me. Thou shalt not step out of the house. Honor your father and mother. Repeat, honor your father and mother. What would be some of your 10 commandments while you're sheltering in place here? Thou shalt nap. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, what would be your 10 commandments? Thou shalt not what? Thou shalt eat all your fresh vegetables. That's right. That's a good one, Lori. Any other commandments that you have for your household right now because of the sheltering in place? And I think it's going to continue till end of April. So, thou shalt not cough without your mask on. Where do you buy a mask? I don't know. While you're thinking of the funny, where do you buy a cloth mask? I can't find mask anywhere. I cannot find them. Thou shalt not waste money. Good one, Amy. Miss Kirby, thou shalt not have sweets in the house and not be picky with food. That's a good one, Miles. Let's see. Hannah Baskaran, thank you for joining us. What would be 10 commandment that you have at home now what you're sheltering? Honor your distance learning teacher. Oh, honor your distance learning teacher. That's right. Ricardo, thou shalt not cook at home every day. Okay, that's a good one. Right now we're doing Sunday. Sunday is our time to get food from outside to support some restaurants. But the rest of the week we are eating at home. Medical stores. Medical stores. Thou shalt not medical stores? Oh, medical stores. Do they sell them still? Really? You think we can get some masks at medical stores? Okay. Don't buy a mask on the streets. You don't know where it's from. That's right. That's right. Okay. Another again I'll ask the question. What are some of your shelter in place 10 commandments? Bring the funny people. I know I can be funny, but I want you to bring it. Maha Farah just joined us, my beloved wife. She's been very funny and consistent, so I'm really nervous about my job since today my son took over the show for me. Masker, thou shalt find new foods to grill and always grill to get fresh air every day. That's a good idea. A lot of times we don't think about grilling outside. I have one of those barrels that someone made for me a long time ago, and it's like a street barrel, but they made a tray. You put on the bottom, you put 25 pounds of coal, and you let it, light it up, let it go on for an hour, and then I have a bar that goes across in the holes of the bucket. What do you call it? What did I say? It was a big. John, I completely blanked out. What was it? A barrel. Yeah. And then I hang the meat. I have hooks, and I hang the chicken and the tri-tip, and then I shut the cover of the barrel, and I leave it for 2 hours, and it's the best meat you can ever have. So yeah, but you need to go outside, grill outside. It's fun. Alrighty, let's see. What do we got? What's your thou shalt share the remote. That's right. Thou shalt not eat in at a restaurant. Thou shalt drive through. Okay, Beth, we'll do that. Meredith Garcia, thank you for joining us. Alrighty. Thou honor your government's curfew and thou shalt be safe. That's a good one. What other shelter in place 10 commandments do you have, people? Thou shalt cook your own meals. The cook is sick. All right. Okay, let's see. Speaking of food, Victor Zeldon, thou shalt not let the dishes thou shalt not the dishes go unwashed for longer than 2 days. That's a good one. Micah Ramirez, thou shalt not take my parking when I go to the store. Okay. Uh, Lori, thou shalt remain in your pajamas until the day of rest. All right. Thou shalt remain. Yeah. A lot of people. I had to dress today because I have to. This thing, doing it every night. It keeps me going, keeps me getting dressed nice. And thou shalt cover their mouths. Yes. When you sneeze, thou shalt cover your mouth. Their mouth, not mine. I don't have to cover my mouth. That's how I make my money. Okay, so I think it is time to sanitize. Everybody, sanitize. This is sanitizing time. First 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. Victor Zelida. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it. Victor Zildan. Where are you from? What city and state? And what do you do for work? Maybe we can help. Let's see. Keto, honor these that serve you and pump your gas and stock your shelves and bring your mail. That's right. I was talking to my accountant today. He's a friend of mine, and he said, whenever the mail comes, he said he is sheltering himself in his office, and whenever the mail comes, they spray it with what do you call it, Lysol, before they open it, and then if it's a box, they leave it outside or they kick it into the garage, and they leave it for 24 hours before they open it. They said that's the safest thing for them to do. And he was saying, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's potatoes, rice, beans, nor canned goods. Okay, Laurie. Amy, hand sanitize your phones. Thou shalt hand sanitize your phones. That's a good idea. And so anyway, so he was saying to me, he's like, oh man, I miss ordering pizza. I love pizza. It's hot, but then the box that comes in, when that delivery guy brings it to you, and I go, listen, Tom, all you have to do is when the guy bring the box, you have him set it on the ground outside your house. You wear your gloves, you open the box, you bring the pizza, you put it in the oven for 1 minute or in the microwave for 1 minute, and you can eat it. He's like, you're a genius. You're a genius. I'm like, thank you. So now he's ordering pizza tonight. I bet you that. All right. Let's see. So speaking of food, let me give you, here's my thought. How many of you are single here? If you're single, I'm going to give you the best advice right now. Or, if you're single. Yesterday, this is not, I was sharing with, there was a Muslim guy at the grocery store, and I was able to share Jesus with him for a little bit, and he was asking me, he said, do you know any brides? Any single women want to get married? I go, are you single? He goes, no, I'm married, but I'm allowed more. I'm like, come on, dude, really? Really? How long have you been married? He goes, 11 years. I said, that woman that loved you for 11 years, really? You gonna do that to her? So now, if you're single, I'm single in Azusa, Michael Ramirez. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor. Is that you, Beth, or Art? Who came up? Oh, Art did. Yes. I love when he takes the credit for that. Thou shalt not touch your face with gloves on. Okay. That's a. All right. So, anyway, if you're single, here's my advice. Did you know that grocery stores have a file for you that has everything you've ever purchased? This is for everybody. If you ever purchase anything from Albertsons, from Vons, from all these, they have a file on you. They know everything you've ever purchased. Wouldn't you like to get that file on someone you're interested in? Wouldn't it be great if grocery store can sell you that file that you can tell thou shalt have a lots of clothes and no place to go. Okay. uh, so here's some thoughts, because if you look at that file you can tell what the person you're asking out, you can tell a little bit about him. Like you can say, okay, he didn't buy any cleaning supplies in years, he's dirty. She eats a lot of chips, ice cream, and junk food, she's not healthy. He buys a lot of alcohol, enough said. She buys a lot of TV dinners and frozen meals, she's lazy, busy, and have no time to be in a relationship. Well, he buys over-the-counter medication, adult diapers, and Bengay. He's old. Oh, preparation itch? No, thank you. She's always buying laxatives. She's not fun on long trips. Well, he buys dried fruits and beef jerky, sun-dried tomatoes. He's boring. Well, she's not buying fiber-rich items. She will not be cheerful. Well, all he buys is soy milk and tofu. It'll be difficult going out on dates with him. Well, she buys gourmet cheese and wine. She's high maintenance. Well, he buys lots of wrapping paper and cards. He's warm, kind, and thoughtful. Well, she buys gift cards. She cares, but not that much. He buys lots of flowers. He is romantic. See? I'm helping you people. Love language, cheese, kombucha, and bacon. That's a nice mix. Cheese, kombucha, and bacon. Uh, Lee, with bank card, you use them. Yeah, you can find out. Yes, so that's your list, Victor. Matthew, thanks for joining us. All right, what else? What else can you tell about someone from their, from list of food items they buy at grocery stores? What can you tell about them? I gave you a lot, but you'll always come up with more. Alrighty. How do I get this list? I'll send it to you. Oh, how do you get the? I don't know. I was just thinking if we can get the grocery stores to sell them to us about people we're interested in, then you can find out more. Micro, how? Yeah, I can send you my list. But if you're single, this really helps. Or if you're hiring somebody, if they buy organic, I'm out. Can't afford you. That's right. Anybody eating organic right now? I really don't care, because I used to go to Sprouts sometimes, but now with this whole thing, no, I don't care. I'll just go to any grocery store. Yesterday at the grocery store, this guy just kept coming close to my face, like, "Hey, how do you?" He didn't speak English much, so he was asking me to read the price list in English, translate it for him. I was like, "Okay, I'll help you. Stay away from me, man. Just keep your distance." Keep your distance. Lonnie Pillay, if they buy tofu, they must like feet. uh, pierogies. Pierogies. What is pierogies, Matthew? Is that an English Wisconsin language? Alrighty. Tell us. I saw a guy at Stater Brothers today, and I said him, "Are you going to have a party by himself with 2 cases of beer?" Yeah, people. Okay, organic. I don't know. I buy organic when I can. So, here's some. Let's go to some stupid laws while we're thinking of stuff here. Stupid laws. Stupid laws. Massachusetts. Here's a law. This is true laws. This is still on the books. No dancing to the national anthem. If you live in Massachusetts, you cannot dance during the national anthem or dance to the national anthem. I don't know how anyone could do that. But Minnesota, no pig greasing. That's not kosher. Nope. If you're in Minnesota, you cannot grease a pig. They used to play games, I think. They grease a pig and have people try to catch it and grab it. Well, you can't do that in Minnesota. Sorry. In Nevada, it is illegal to use an X-ray device to determine someone's shoe size. Really? Don't they have those little metal things that you put your foot and they determine your shoe size? They take X-rays? Really? In Nevada? Okay, in New Jersey, no murder while wearing a bulletproof vest. See, if you are committing a murder and you're wearing a bulletproof vest, it's a second degree felony. You can't do that. So, if you're thinking about it, and I'm not saying you are, just make sure you don't wear a bulletproof vest. That's all I'm saying. In New Jersey, you can do it in New York, you can do it in Philly, in Pennsylvania, but not in New Jersey. And last one, Ohio. You have to have toilet paper in coal mine's bathroom. If you work in a coal mine and the bathroom is there, you need to have toilet paper. That's a law in Ohio. I don't know about your coal mines in other states. They don't really have to have toilet paper now that it's short supply. But if you're in a coal mine, you need toilet paper because you can't go up all the way to the surface and get it and come back. So you need to have it. That's all I'm saying. Polish filled dumplings to die for. Really? It's called pergosa? Pe Periogor Perigori lori are Polish potato filled ravioli. That sounds good. That sounds good, people. Food is sounding good. Alright, I guess that coal mines are shut down now. Are they? They're not essential, right? I mean, I don't think the coronavirus it only flies 6 feet, but I don't know it can go down that deep. Okay, that's right. Bring your own toilet paper. There. So those are the laws. And while we're at it, let me ask you this question: what are you allergic to? What is something you are allergic to? I know milk for me. I am lactose intolerant. I'm from the land of milk and honey, but I'm lactose intolerant. Can you believe that? I'm lactose intolerant from the land of milk and honey. So what are you allergic to? What brings you allergies? Pergosa, pierogies, pyrogi. Thank you for making it. You know, this is good. Like this, is like Facebook. How do you spell? Spells comedian. That's how they have stupidity. Keto's allergic to stupidity. That's good. What are you allergic to? Come on, keep the funny ones coming. Come on, guys. Everybody, Lonnie, everybody, keep him coming. What else? J- John is allergic to what? Sulfate? You can have sulfate. You grew out of it, probably. Yeah, Carol's what? Carol's allergic to everything. To her siblings. Yeah, you can't. She. Okay, what are you allergic to, people? Let me know. Betty, thank you for joining us again. Um, Victor, I'm allergic to working from home. I'm sorry. All bell peppers. Really? You can't have bell peppers? Okay. That's easy. I think I can live without bell peppers. You can't live without bell peppers? Where are you all living? We don't have bell peppers at home. Did you go back to the Ten Commandments for me, or this is just, it's not updating? Okay, alright, let's see. And I, in 1 minute, Jason, allergic to wheat, cow's milk, and MSG. Message? You can't text? Jay, is that it? You can't message people? That's, yeah.
You're kidding, right?
No, his MSG, which is, yeah.
Baja Fresh.
It's Baja Fresh. It's a Chinese. I think it's a Chinese spice. That not spice. something. It's like a salt.
No,
I don't,
it's like a.
I don't know what MSG. It's a chemical. I'm allergic to scallops and a certain antibiotics. Oh, that's difficult. I cooked scallops one day and made me sick. I had to go to the hospital. Well, then you're allergic to monosodium glutamate. Oh, you can live without that, Jay.
I can't live without it.
You can live without it?
I love
Oh,
monosodium.
John loves bell peppers stuffed with monosodium glutamate. I cannot even walk past a bell pepper in the Oh, that bad.
Oof.
See, I found out I'm allergic to gluten. So I didn't know that for the longest time. And then I went to the doctor and he said, you need to stop. You have to eat gluten-free stuff. So you think it's cheaper. No, it's more expensive. Gluten-free stuff is more expensive. And not everybody believe that. Like, you go to your elderly family, members of your family, they don't buy that stuff. Like my aunt once, she made me a lasagna. So as I came home, I came to her house. She go, Nazareth, I made you a lasagna. You're gonna love it so much. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And I go, I'm sorry, I can't eat it. She goes, why not? I worked all day. I sacrificed all day for you. I go, it has gluten in it. She goes, where? Show me. I go, I don't know. There are little balls on the bottom. I don't know. She goes, what's going to happen to you? You're going to die? Are you going to die? Are you going to, what are you going to, relapse? What's going to happen to you? I go, I don't know. Nothing. She goes, eat it. I worked all day for you. I sacrificed all day for you. So I ate it. And for the rest of the night, she's watching me like, are you okay? Did the gluten kick in? Are you? Should I call 911? I'm like, that's not funny. Well, the next Sunday I went to church and the communion wafers weren't gluten free, so I passed. And I heard Jesus going, come on, man, I sacrificed for you. Eat it. I don't know, but I am gluten free. And I mean, I'm not to the point like Lori, like I cannot walk by it. I just would rather not have it. That's it. Ricardo, pineapples make my throat hurt. They do because they're very acidic. And now if you say your throat hurts, everybody's going to think it's coronavirus. Maha is a great cook, right? She is amazing. How old were you when you discovered your gluten allergy? No, I did like a year ago. That's it. Just a year ago. And I've been feeling great when I stopped the gluten stuff. Just not bloated anymore. I feel a lot better. More energy. That's what it is. So, what's your allergies? What are you allergic to, people? Let me know. And while you're at it, if you're allergic to any animals, let me know because let's talk about the zoo a little bit. You know what? Have you been? If you ever go to a zoo, don't go to the LA Zoo. The LA Zoo is not the right zoo to go to because those animals, the animals there in LA, you can't tell. Like I saw a deer, and as I look at it close, it wasn't a deer. It was a hippo on keto. They're very skinny. They're all LA, and the elephant got his trump fixed by a plastic surgeon. It's very tiny, and they're very skinny. I'm like, oh, we're LA. No, you need to go to a real zoo, like San Diego Zoo or the Dallas Zoo. But do you think the animals right now are concerned? Like, where's the people? Where are the people? What's wrong? What did we do wrong? And the animals are going, hey, maybe we should have a drive-through like Starbucks, and people can just drive through, and the other animals would go, well, they do have that. It's called the Wild Animal Park. I go, okay, but that's the best part. We are free, but humans have to get stuck in their cars. That's what the zoo. Uh, you know what? With the cover charge right now, like to go to a San Diego Zoo, what, 50, $60? You can buy your own porcupine. That's all you're gonna end up seeing. You know what I mean? Like you go to the zoo and they have the lion encounter and the tiger encounter, and guess what? You're not gonna encounter those animals. You're not gonna see them. It's a big encounter. You get excited. You open the map and they have all these silhouettes of the animals. Like this is Africa, this is Asia, and they have silhouettes because you're not gonna see the animal. You're gonna see a silhouette of the animal. I don't know. You go see the lion. There's no lions, and you think, oh, he is sleeping, and you find out it's a big rock. That's not him. There's no lion. They lie to you. And the tiger, if you see him, it's like it could be a stuffed animal. You can't tell. You only see the cheap animals like the deer or the zebra just standing there in deep thoughts. You're not gonna get anything. You don't see. I mean, I love the San Diego. You even go to. I've been to the Atascadero Zoo. You are it's in a small circle and you've seen every. I've been to the Atascadero Zoo. John, I took you when you were 2 years old. I took you to the Atascadero Zoo. I was doing a show there. That's right. But me and John sometimes when we go to the zoo, you know how people always like watching the animals and when we see those little animals, I don't know what kind. I go, man, those. Remember those? Yesterday, those are taste great with stew or with tomato sauce, and people give you the dirtiest look. Those are endangered animals. Well, they're not. We cooked one yesterday. It wasn't hard. And people just give you the dirtiest look. But yes, and don't feed the animals. Of course, I'm not. You walk 1 mile, you can't. I'm serious. You just look, and every time I go to the zoo, the only animals I see are the cheap animals. Cheap animals that you can find in a petting zoo. And, petting zoo. In my country, those are car dealerships. That's what they are. Lori, the animals at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park need support. They are child support. It's their parents' fault. They should, you know, may endangered species being protected there. The funding for research and care comes from the visitors and donors. If you can help support, you know what? I love that. Hi, Lily. How are you? You know what? I love. You know what? This is my thought. And Lori, please don't take it personal. They are endangered for a reason. They can't make it. Let them go. I don't think my grandkids would care to see a spotted owl. Trust me. If they go to the zoo and there's 200 different animals, last thing they care about is a spotted owl. You know what? My grandpa was endangered. We let him go. They get old. They can't make it. They go. No, I'm sorry. I'm not being. I'm no. I'm just being kidding. It's not like you support those endangered like Bengal tiger, and then you are walking in India, and there's and you're in the jungle, and here comes a Bengal tiger, and he sees you and wants to eat you, and he goes, "Wait, she's a donor. We have to let her go." I don't know. I'm sorry. Was that offensive? Please, please don't go. Please don't go, Lori. We're just kidding here. Lily Navas, were you able to get? You love monkeys. Were you able? Husband are endangered species. All right. Rest in peace, Grandpa. Thank you. I know. You know what? Lily, were you able to get your big hand sanitizer? And by the way, while we at it, let's sanitize. I'm not trying to tease you, Lily. I'm sorry if you didn't get it yet. But I found one. It's on in Amazon for $26. If you guys need. Keto, evolution is inventable, inevitable. Yes. Milwaukee County Zoo is nice. Oh, they have the county zoo. Okay, that's awesome. Well, let's see. Let me ask you this question. Did you have a nickname do you have a nickname? Does your spouse, your children, your parents had a nickname for you? And how did you get it? Let me know. I want to see. No hand sanitizers yet? Okay. Guys, if you have several of these or a couple of these hand sanitizers this size, Lily Navas worked at a funeral home and she needs some. And she needs, if you can have one, you can arrange with her and they either pick it up or you can drop it off in Westminster, California. But I gotta tell you, I did something. Today I had to do a TV show, so I had to get my hair fixed and put some makeup because now they don't have those makeup. Artists come to the studio and do that because of the social distancing. So I called my friend Chris. He's a mortician. Hey, they can still cut hair and still put makeup on. Well, how do I look? Oh wait, how do I look? No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I thought of it. That's what counts. The thought that counts. Because I have weird thoughts, people. My wife calls me Gordo. Why do they call you Gordo? Well, because I ate gluten. Guys, get it from NAZ and I'll pay you. Okay, Lily, Get it for me, Nazareth, and I'll pay you. Okay? I'll get it for you. Okay, Teresa Berdu, thank you for joining. Here's another crazy thought I have. This see comedians think weird thoughts. You know how my dog likes to mark his territory? What if a male fish wants to mark its territory and there's a current in the ocean? You know how difficult that is? You know how that fish has to go back if there's some seaweed and they want to mark their territory? They have to go back all the way, and by the time they mark it, the current can. I'm just thinking, just a thought. I don't know. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. Amy Evelyn. All right. Your dad used to say your sister's name to you. My mom to this day will call me after my uncle's name, her brother. She would call me her brother's name all the time. And when she sees him, she calls him his name. But when he's here in town, she doesn't call me his name. It's very interesting. To this day, my mom sometimes. But anyway, what's your nickname? What is it? Well, give me some nicknames. What do you guys? We have Gordo so far. Brown. Okay. What nicknames do you have? Alrighty. While you're at it, let's see. John. What do you? Oh wait. Here we go. I was. Do you guys do this? Do you feel the same thing? Give me the nickname first, and I'll ask you. Do you sometimes watch? You were watching a lot more TV. You're not offended. I'm just descendant of Adam and Noah. All creatures. Oh, you're so nice. I know. I was just kidding, guys. Titsy. Teresa. Oh, Titsy. I can understand that. Amos. Toothpaste. Let's see. Mine was Maciek. Muchek. Muchek. Is that another Polish meal, or is that your nickname from Wisconsin, Matthew? Amy Fisher. Okay. What's your nickname? People used to call me Nazi Poo or Nasty Naz. No, of course, Lily. Of course, that's how we all know you at work back then. And back then there was no rules to, those none of those, regulations that you can't say that. So this is funny. Brings back memories. Okay, what names did what are you called when nicknames do you have? Anyway, Little Bud, Titsy, Gordo. Hey, Chris Rossetti, what is your nickname? I gotta hear that. Let's see. But anyway, we're watching more TV than ever. I used to not watch TV. But do you sometimes when you watch, like when I watch the Travel Channel, I hate my vacations. I'm like, oh man, I thought my vacation was fine. When I watch the Property Brothers or Fixer Upper, I hate my house. When I watch Leno's Garage, I hate my car. When I watch the Grammys, I hate my look. But so now I only watch TV shows to feel better about my life. Like I watch Grey's Anatomy and feel better about my health. I watch Dr. Phil and feel better about my marriage. I watch Jerry Springer and feel good about my family. Is there a show you watch to feel better about yourself? Or worse, make you feel bad? Man, let me know. What is it? Anybody? Is there a show you watch that really make you feel worse or better or let me know. What TV shows do you watch that makes you either feel good or feel, I watch Forensic Files and feel scared. Like, man, people can get away with stuff. What else? What shows do you watch, John?
I watch Tiger King.
Tiger King.
I just don't recommend it.
He's in prison. Yeah, I don't recommend it. I haven't seen it. Is that the guy in prison right now?
Yeah.
And his show's still running?
What show?
The documentary about him?
It just came out.
It just came out. So he's making money of it.
Probably.
I hope not. I hope the state makes money. Chuck, you watch Chuck? Oh, good. My friend Mark Christopher Lawrence is in that. Chuck, I like to watch This Is Us. Okay, that's I watch Kings of Queens cause it makes me laugh. Yes, you
Kevin
know
James.
what's his name? Kevin James. I worked with Kevin James actually. We did a competition at the Laugh Stop many years ago, over 25 years ago or more. He was in the same competition. Hard-working comedian, very funny. I won the contest, but hey. But anyway, Chris Rossetti, I watch my wedding videos and I break out in cold sweats. That's funny. What was your nickname, Chris? What's the nickname you have? I like to watch this. Yeah, what's your nickname? Man, my kids watch our wedding videos and they keep going, man, what happened to you guys? You used to look good. What happened to you? That's a lot. All right. Now, as we are entering 9:15, let's sanitize. While you either give me your nickname or TV shows that you watched, either make you feel better about yourself or worse about yourself. Razzetti. That's right. It's an Italian name, Razzetti. Happy, happy. I watched Cinderella movie and I feel her pain in this quarantining. That's a good one, baby. Cinderella. That's our wife, Cinderella. She's always in the kitchen cleaning and working. James on Facebook. Kevin James on Facebook. Okay. What else? What do you watch that makes you feel good about yourself? Or bad? Alright. Doc Martin. Is that a shoe? You watch Doc? You like Doc Martin? Okay. Is that? Oh, that. Isn't that used to be a cartoon? No, that's what's her name. Doc what? The cartoon. The
Doc McStuffing?
Doc McStuffin.
Yeah, that's because you have kids, you know that.
I have kids. I like Doc McStuffin. Like Doc Martin.
Doc Martin is an old show.
It's Summer Bouquet joined. Summer is a good friend of mine, and even though we never met, she grew up. She lived in Kuwait for a while. She is from, I think, Morocco or Tunisia. I hope NAZ takes you to the ball when it's all through. Well, it has to take a genie to do that. George Saich joined us from Ireland. George, how are you, my brother? George is a very good believer. And speaking of Christianity when John was little, he doesn't probably remember that. We used to play Bible games. This is a true story. We used to play Bible games. And one of the games we played, like we tried to reenact Bible stories. Do you guys remember the story when Peter and John were walking by the beautiful gate and there was a paralyzed man laying there, a beggar? So homelessness was there from the beginning. And not just in LA, but in Jerusalem. And the beggar was, holding it. He said, do you have any money? And Peter said what? Silver and gold I don't have. What I have I'll give to you. In the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk. And, and the guy got up and started walking with them and praising God. So I said, John, you want to do that? He goes, yeah. I go, okay, what are you going to be? He goes, I want to be the beggar. I said, okay, I'll be Peter. So he took a mug and he laid down on the floor as if he's paralyzed. And I walk by him and I go, and he goes, do you have any money? I go, silver and gold I don't have. What I have I'll give to you. In the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk. He goes, nah, just give me the money. So that was funny. That was John's idea. Materialism. That's what it is. So George, Marcy Gain, if you're joining us for the first time, again, let us know city and state and what do you do for work. Maybe we can be a blessing to you. So let us know. And if you need any prayers, right now is the time to send us your prayer request. We will pray for you. We did pray for you guys. So let us know what kind of prayers you need. There's people here that would love to pray for you. So give us your prayer request and let us know what do you need. If you're anxious, if you're fearful, If you're one of my favorite of your sets. Oh, thank you, Matthew. I like movies with Martin Lawrence. Yes. Alrighty. What what kind of prayers do you need? What do you need prayers for? We will pray for you. We're gonna pray for finances. I think if you own your own business right now, you have a corporation. I think the SBA just opened it for to apply for grants. So the government's trying to get you. There's ways you're gonna get some money, and hopefully that will help you. Do you remember that story, John? Michael Ramirez is asking you. Do you remember that?
Yes. I
Yes,
was holding a mug.
he was holding a mug. Yes, he remember. By the way, John is very funny. He's been doing comedy ever since he was 2 years old. I remember one time I finished my show. He gets up. He was two. I still have a video of it, a VHS video, and he just repeat my jokes like choice and all that. And then he's been on stage since. And last year, this year or last year, yeah, he opened for me several times at the Laughter for All thing. So anyway, guys, praying someone can bring me some hand sanitizer to the center. Okay, Lily Navas, just message me your address. I will order it for you. Message me your address. Hopefully they will send it right away instead of like, oh, we'll get it to you by May of next year. Beth Hardy, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in Boomerang. That's funny. Pray for Jen. She's having serious issues with her legs. Okay, well, we'll pray for Jen. We lift her up to you, Lord, right now. Just touch her leg. You're the great physician. You're a great healer. And you're able to touch our bodies and heal us according to your will. In Jesus' name, amen. Anybody else needs prayer, please let us know right now. And we will continue to pray for you. So as we are getting, I want to give you some little encouragement. This came to me today from Chris Roseri. He just sent me a little one I want to share with you. And this is something when in his quiet time, he said, stop trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet and meet the only figure who knows the end of all things, Jesus Christ. That's a good word. Let me repeat it. Stop trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet and meet the only figure who knows the end of all things, Jesus Christ. Some of you know about what we do with Laughter for All. Laughter for All is a non-profit ministry I started 7 years ago, and the goal is one thing. We want to be able to do comedy concerts at stadiums, sports arenas, or large churches where we do comedy, clean comedy, and at the end we give the gospel message, the good news of Jesus Christ, because we feel we can make people laugh, but joy comes from the Lord, and joy is lasting, but laughter can stop. So that's what we did. And in the beginning of our ministry, we used to give like 1,000. Remember those? We used to give 1,000 food bags and 1,000 toys, and just for free for the community. And this became difficult after a while. But I think when the whole thing is over, we're gonna go back to doing that. But 2 years ago, it was on our heart to be able to not only share the good news of Jesus, but God just gave me this vision to be able to change California for Jesus, and to be able to change California, to be one of the ministries that change California is 80% of our audience are believers and Christians. So God was just telling me in this, it wasn't in this like loud voice, it's just like the hinting, like, hey, ask the audience if they are willing to have a personal revival, to ask themselves the question, Lord, if there's anything in my life that does not please you, take it out and just use me to reach 7 people in the next year, to maybe pray with 7 people, to share my testimony, the good news, or pray for 7 people. And we started doing that. We call it the Change California, Change the Nation. And one of the things we used to give people is a card that says truelife.org, truelife.org. Truelife.org is a website that has videos, a 3-minute video of questions that people would ask you as a Christian that maybe you don't know the answer. So that's why some of you are afraid to share your faith, because someone said, what do you Christian believe about life after death? What do you believe about the Mormons? What do you believe about evolution or creation? sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't know that much. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a professor. But those videos, you can give them that website, throughlife.org, and there's videos that will answer every question you have. So it's really a great idea to share with people. So that's God is bigger than the COVID-19. That's right. Amen. So that's what I want to encourage you. Uh, I want to encourage you tonight. If you're that kind of Christian, if you're that person, ask God if there's anything in my life does not please you. And when you do that, just say, Lord, show me 7 people that I can go out and pray for, go and share with, or call. Because right now you can't go out and share. So what you can do is you can just call them and maybe share your testimony. You can text them, you can email them something. Just start a conversation with them and pick 7. And if you want us to pray for you, we have a whole team that can pray for you. Just go to laughterforall.org, and join the movement. When you join the movement, then you can write your 7 people, and you can find out about throughlife.org. You can, it will really help you. If you need prayer too, you can write it down there. You can always message me your prayers. I would love to pray for you. Martina, Sylvia, thank you for joining us. Cynthia, how are you? Hey guys, tomorrow is Saturday. I would love for you guys to invite some people to, before the show. We're going to be here tomorrow at 8:30. Invite some people, share this with people, let people know they can come here and laugh and be funny. Not just laugh at me telling jokes, but they can be funny, think funny, forget their problems, and be able to ask for prayers and get encouraged at the end. So here's a Psalm 121 as we close. I want to read it to you. I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From where comes my help? My help comes from the Lord. See, it doesn't come from your employer, doesn't come from the government, doesn't come from people. Your help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. That's what the Lord can do. So I want to encourage you with these words. Remember, your help does not come from your employer again, from the government, from anybody. It comes from the Lord. And when you are fearful, you are tempted to put your trust in people who can support you, to put your trust in the government, to put your trust in your employer. But I gotta tell you, your help comes from the Lord. I've been full-time comedy for over 26 years. Trust me, I'm not relying on anything or anybody. We're trusting in the Lord, and God is able to help. And if you want some encouragement, here's a free gift to you, a PDF file of my book, Hope in 24 Hours. I truly believe this book can really help you, can really give you, just give you some encouragement. There's so many stories in it. How I met my wife in one day. I was single. The next day I'm planning a wedding. How God provided when my home was almost going to be taken by the devil. Bank of America. Did I say the bank name? No. So, and many stories that God came through in one day and changed our life. It's really, really a great book for you to be able to be encouraged. So I want to encourage you tonight. If you do want the PDF copy, if money is an issue, message me. Message me your email. I will send it to you for free. We don't need anything. If you have money and want to buy it and want to share it with other people, or buy copies for other people, let me know. You can go to comediannazareth.com and go to the shop and you can find it. As we close tonight, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Invite your family and friends. Lonnie's dad, William, thank you for joining us today. And Matthew, there, God is a funny matchmaker. He is. I have a great marriage, 20, almost 24 years because of God's idea. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, and may God bless you.